Hey guys and gals, welcome back to Trekyards. He is Commander Cockings.
He's kind of Foley.
So the question on everyone's mind, at
Ooh.
least for this episode
Mm.
of Trekyards, is who did it better, TOS or Strange New Worlds? Which seems like a silly question because the answer is obviously TOS. Um, and considering that the Strange New World episode had to roll two TOS episodes together to get the premise of this episode, um, the answer is obvious. It's TOS. I just bye. Thank you, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But Stuart, be serious. TOS is a rubber mask man and a bamboo shoot cannon that fires diamonds. It's silly. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be taken seriously, right? It was never meant to be hardcore serious. It was meant to be a little bit silly, right?
No, it was meant to be serious. It just didn't necessarily come off that way to a lot of people.
They could have done more than a bamboo cannon. Anyway. But this episode, Stuart, is shockingly the same as Arena. In various ways, I think more so than you'd think going in, and then it literally ends the same. Apart from, of course, their own slice of it, but literally, Metron's literally it's like, oh, we're doing it's a prequel, full on prequel. Didn't expect that. Did you enjoy that as the opening? The fact that it's literally an Arena prequel. Did you like that?
Well, we didn't know that at the beginning, now did we?
That's what I mean. But now you know. But did you like it? Now you know.
It was more of a Galileo 7 episode for me for most of it. And then at the end, it's like, oh, this is clearly Arena. I guess I liked it. It's one, like I said before, it's one of those stories that gets told over and over again. And how can you make it different enough to make it interesting? It's very much cut and paste, same story as a bunch of other things. Two enemies have to work, are forced to work together out of necessity, and you learn you're not so different. Arena is not that. Arena is them literally being kidnapped, put on a planet, having to survive, and then at the end, Kirk's like, I'm not going to kill him.
Well, no, hold on. They were both kidnapped by the Metrons through wormholes and both forced to survive. Half the stuff you said is this episode, just you don't know that going in.
Yeah, but they're not at odds with each other.
Well, they are for a scene.
Each other. For a scene, not the
whole episode. Exactly, that makes it different.
It makes it very different, honestly. Actually, I got Starbuck and Cylon vibes from this episode as well. But yeah, they're a little bit different, but the message is the same. Like, basically, the Metrons in Arena are testing whether humans are going, or either side is going to kill the other without any kind of compassion or empathy. And this one is like, same thing. Are they going to survive? Are they going to work together? But it's a different dichotomy, because this one they have to help each other to survive. The other one is like, we're both on this planet. One of us is going to leave. Probably, I got to survive.
It's a different maze made by the same maze makers.
Yes,
with the same end goal, right? That's what I mean. Yes. Like, who did it better? Because they had two captains who are both therefore assertive, talented, strong, responsible for their own crew and themselves fighting, or two pilots who are sort of both injured, or Tigger isn't particularly injured, but the Gorn is. But that takes away the physicality of the character. The TOS Arena Gorn is slow, Kirk is fast, and the other Gorn is actually, like we saw in Hegemony Part 3, they can run. So this thing had to be hugely injured to not be, zippy fast.
Well, the thing is, though, like, with this one, it's like, oh, the humans show up and just massacre this Gorn. Cool. In Arena, it's like the humans can kill the Gorn because got the upper hand and the high ground, but chooses not to. So for this one, the Metron should have been like, yeah, you guys really, you dropped the ball on this one. You just blasted it to death with your phaser set on kill without,
which is not procedure. That's not.
It seems like TOS did it better in that regard. Come on.
Well, it's funny because the ending of TOS, obviously, it's built up, and we as the audience in TOS, it's a baddie. We at the same time work out like we're in the same story. Here, it's a hurt Gorn. It's played for weakness right from the out. So it's injured, more like the one in you'd mentioned previous episode, the Romulan episode in TNG when they're stuck on a planet. Also broken leg, very comparable actually, which is interesting that So it's not played like after the first scene, because the limitation of the animatronic, etc., the Gorn stays still for most of the episode in his hut. So there isn't really the exactly. There isn't the physicality. So you always think weak, which is fine. Like they explain that with culturally, that injured will get killed anyway. So it's actually quite an interesting side note. So we're not necessarily waiting to die, but not trying to live.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
And having the communication also, like, does that make it better than Arena? Because then you get because I mean, like the chess scene alone adds such a level of texture that Arena never even gets close to, and it's so much more interesting. But they're doing different things. But that's what I'm saying. Like, which one's a better story? Because one is very simple with a punchy end. This one is more nuanced and layered with a much, much worse end. But that's also partially the point.
Well, Arena is 2 male captains, best of the best, command of a ship. You know, males aggression. You know, this one is females having to work together. Pilots not in the command. You know, I wish we had heard more from the Gorn. Like, I wish the translation kind of went both ways. But yeah, they're different. They're the same story, but they're different on multiple different ways. Yes, the conclusion's pretty much the same. The main message is the same, but they're completely different episodes, even though they're very similar in my mind.
Which is why one can be better, because it takes it into the realm of just a better story, better acted, you know? There's more nuance here, right? But is the bluntness of TOS, you know? And you can argue both had silly bits, right? It is silly that Kirk sort of jumps up and kicks. Like, there's silliness to TOS, but then... Exactly. But then Ortega's can fix a Gorn communication thing she's never seen before with goo tech that she has no idea how to use. That's also silly. And mildly silly as a shield generator, which is kind of amazing. But, you know, there's some silly little things, whatever. And where was the Gorn ship? I kept waiting for the crash site and seeing more of that. I didn't need it, but I was waiting to see.
At the end, Ortega says it's a escape pod. This is
you're right.
The heat shield from your escape pod.
That's why I was waiting until it didn't. Well, does make you wonder what, how, and who.
Yeah. Like, did the Metrons bring the Gorn there, or was the Gorn just crashed there, and so they created the wormhole to bring Ortegas there to do the test, or did they arrange for both? Yeah,
it's out of Federation space, so it's fine to think Gorn were near that bit, but Ortega never mentions that. I assume they opened a wormhole somewhere else and it travelled through, because wormholes by definition travel between places, so, you know, brings them into the Metron system, or, you know, one of the ones they control or whatever. And I was kind of waiting for a moment when the Gorns expresses how, you know, Ortega's like, oh, my people are going to come get me, and the Gorn says, mine didn't. It's been 3 months.
I think that's kind of implied.
Oh, implied, but without saying it, it's just one of the many things you can infer. But it would be nice to have that, as we said in the other video, the Gorn then go up with them and live. Would have been a much stronger ending show.
Yes. Your people came to rescue. I'm so happy for it. Yay! Humans for the win.
And as you said, the best way of ending it, if you're going to keep that dramatic, horrible tone, best way is to not have stuff like monsters.
Yes.
Whereby everyone's on stun, the Gorn does something, didn't really buy what it did, was aggressive enough, and they stun it 2 or 3 times, and it's too much because of the infection, it kills it.
Because of the injury, yeah, exactly.
Fine with that, because you can stun on sight, justifiable. You do not kill on sight, as in aggression sight, but still. Not what you do in Starfleet. Literally not what you do.
Considering, like, context clues, guys. Ortegas and this thing were in the same structure, surviving the explosion. They came out not together. Like, she came out first, and then the Gorn came after, but the Gorn was injured. Like, why would you assume that the Gorn was going to hurt her when they were huddling together in this thing? Like, come on.
And wouldn't it be more useful to take a Gorn prisoner anyway? To learn and to say hello and maybe do some return policy. Yeah, it's an illogical ending. So it's funny. Had that been what we just expressed, being taken, it might have again been stronger than Arena, because then you're adding layer upon layer, right? Or even if they'd gone to the point of saying, you get to the point, so skip the ending, right? So the guns are pointed. Ortega's like, no, don't kill it. and then the tricorder's there barely working, and Ortega's like gets very threatening, but Landers and Ortega says, "Will you come and be aboard our ship? Agree. You might not ever be released. Agree. Like consent to be whatevered." And then they lower the guns, and then the Metron step in because they can't let them do that because it's too far. The test has now gone unexpected, and then they erase the memories from that point, showing we had got to a stage, but maybe they didn't trust the higher ups or whatever. Like that would have been an interesting way of having the cake, eating it, and then resetting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, they could have made this episode a lot better by having a better ending.
Yeah.
Because the ending makes, like you said, makes Starfleet and humans look like monsters, and I'm surprised the Metrons didn't acknowledge that.
Very surprised.
Metron does acknowledge that Ortegas has a violent reaction to him showing up because she just witnessed this friend that she had made get murdered by her own crew, but blames the Metron for having them and being observing them together and not helping. It's just, yeah, I think TOS sends a much better message.
What's the thing? It's the end. TOS is the ending. The point.
Well,
that
is true. That is true.
Right. The episode's a little bit silly, like pace and tone wise, but the ending is what brings up. So the exact reverse. There's more texture in Ortega's, but the ending ruins it, and TOS the reverse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think they both do different better, but TOS is the better message. But obviously, this is trying to be the negative version. They just could have done it better.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Agree. I don't know. Anyway, guys, do you agree or disagree? Put it in the comment section down below. What do you think? Who did it better, TOS or Strange New Worlds? Interested to hear your thoughts on that. That's what the comment section is for. Please do use it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any content from us live or edited like this. And yeah, be sure to hit the like button.
And if you want and are able, do support us financially. Everything goes towards doing this show for you all the weeks, covering all the shows as we've done for years now. So if you want to support us, continuing to do such great coverage, because, Academy is coming, Strange World season, the next one, and whatever Trek from the new merger comes up, support if you can via Patreon. It is monthly, any and all helps, or join the channel on YouTube, also monthly. If you want 100% or near enough your donations to go towards us directly to the channel, then PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com, or Super Chat on our live, Super Thanks on any video. So many great ways, Stuart. So many.
Or just share the videos around.
Yeah.
Spread the
It's even freer.
Yeah. Lots of ways. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.